Educating, informing, serving. Fact TV, keeping government honest.
Okay, the minutes of the July meeting.
I may not have a perfect copy, but a couple of things. One is, at the very beginning where it says present, it says absent, Chair Jeffrey White. That's what mine says.
Okay, it should be just
Well,
Jeff
just-
White.
just White.
I didn't know he had that way, he had resigned.
But he wasn't the chair in any case.
All right.
And then I wondered one thing about, with regard to the Hubbard Upper Walpole Road hatchery. We didn't say who motioned and who seconded. You know, there was a vote, which was
Well,
unanimous.
sometimes you go so fast.
Yeah, so maybe we should slow down just a little bit when that happens, so that you get a chance to catch up.
Yeah.
I mean, the vote was unanimous, so it's almost immaterial, but
Yeah.
I would add that to the minutes, that the vote was unanimous.
I think it is there.
Okay,
There's two Hubbard votes.
yeah.
That was all I had.
Motion to accept the minutes as amended.
Motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All- Jeff.
Good.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, okay. Okay, we have three public hearings on slate tonight. The first is requested from Material Processing Facility. They're asking for a site plan review of their processing facility at the industrial park. Tom, you all set?
Do you want me to approve? I will be happy to approve. Can I have that? The one I know, you're looking for that one.
What is it?
Rob Hitchcock.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to pick up?
Just, I want to make sure they see it first.
Listen, we're having a public hearing. Let's just move on, okay? Go ahead.
My name is Tom Hanna, and I'm a lawyer in Keene, working for ECM Environmental and Land Law now. This is a public hearing on site plan for Ruggiero, and without looking at the plan for a second, I'll just tell you that this is a fairly minor changes to the site plan that was approved by this board. I want to say 2010, it might have been 2011. And what is happening now is that a driveway is being relocated from the current easement or right-of-way, which is here, and the driveway is going to be moved up to here. Not that far, but so it's going to be a changed location of the driveway, which was previously approved. It's going to be the addition of a 24 by 40 foot office building, modular office building, which is this right here. And the primary purpose for the office building is in this location is to oversee a new scale, which is the other addition to the site plan. The scale is in the entranceway, as you might imagine. And at the time of the construction of the modular home, there'll be a state-approved septic system and a well that will be installed. And all of this activity, it will be on the same lot, which is this line right here, 6.23 acres, as was approved decade ago. And that's it. Let me just, it's really just the change location of the driveway, the addition of the modular office building, the scale, and then the utilities.
Any questions? Steve?
When you got your special exception this last time from the zoning board, there was a question about the fire.
We did not get a special exception. We were told we did not need a special exception, as I told this board on the 10th of March.
There was a question in the letter from the zoning board about fire that came to the planning board.
Right, there's a,
However, Mark Houghton met with Joe Ruggiero, our fire chief,
Yeah.
and there is no issues from their perspective down, from the fire department's perspective on this whole thing.
Right.
So that's been taken care of. There was a gentleman's agreement between Joe and the fire chief that if you should expand in tonnage beyond your current permit, that a pond may be necessary or a pond will be necessary to be put in down there.
yeah.
So I just want that in the minutes to, on behalf of the fire department.
I understood that was what Mark.
Yeah, so-
said. That's right.
It's all clear now, and
Just for the record, the zoning board made reference to a section of the administrative rules. It's in your minutes, it's section 404 or something that talks about waste stockpiles.
yeah.
There are going to be no waste stockpiles. In fact, the permit doesn't allow for waste stockpiles, so that's another reason why the fire issue is not really
It
an
was good
issue.
that the fire department got down there with Joe to walk through the
Yeah,
whole place.
I agree.
Clears up any questions.
And then the only other thing that I'll mention is that I understand there was a letter from Franz May, I believe, concerned about the noise. I mean, I respect any abutter to have that concern. It's just that that's one of the issues that involves the operation and design and construction of the facility that is regulated by DES, and noise is just not under the purview of this board, as it is in all other site plan review matters, but it isn't in this particular matter because it's already regulated. And the only other thing I'll say about the letter, again, I understand noise concerns, but he indicated noise 6.5 days, and that bothered him, and currently for I don't know how many months you've been operating. About a year and a half, only been operating 5 days, Monday through Friday. The permit and the zoning permit here and the zoning hours of operation allow for, and it may happen at some point, a half a day on Saturday. But for, as Joe said, about a year and a half, it's only been operated Monday through Friday.
And on that topic, hours, Mr. Ruggiero, hours of operation, what are your hours of operation?
7 to 5.
Okay.
And 7
to noon on a Saturday.
on Saturdays allowed.
I think it's actually 1 o'clock. is what I-
Maybe it's 1 o'clock down on Saturday.
All right. Any other?
We're obviously hoping that you approve it. It's been a long haul for us, and we're hoping that you can take a vote tonight.
File for a building permit after this hearing.
On the,
I'm gonna say it's gonna be on the scale. It's just square footage.
yeah, well, we need a building permit for
I think you
the,
need a building permit for the project. We'll come up with something around it, but it won't be outrageous for sure. I was wondering about the modular building.
we need a building permit for that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, to put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just.
Well, you wouldn't normally apply for building permit until you got your,
No, once you get your approval,
Oh, sure.
I'm assuming that you're approved.
Yeah.
so I'd like to have a chance to respond if anything else comes up, but that's all.
I had,
Any other questions?
I had a question. So, in the DES record of modification of the permit. Something that puzzled me, and I hope you guys can straighten it out. It says, under modification, item number, Roman numeral 3 there, and number 2, it says, the redefinition of the facility property boundary to include additional property. I understand.
That's right.
That we're not using additional.
That's right.
Right.
You're right.
It's all within the confines of
The
the original.
the permit would allow use of this, but the site plan review application is only for this.
I see. So that would require another site plan review if we were to
To use this.
expand it.
Right.
That's right.
Okay?
Right.
And one other question. I got a PDF of what you have there, and I saw that from 2014 or whenever it was, there were miscellaneous notes over on the left-hand side. I couldn't read them, so I don't know. I'm curious about what's there. I don't know whether you can read them, Mr. Hanna, but
I can. I have a magnifying glass.
oh, good. They're miscellaneous notes is what I was. Oh, you got it.
We gave a bunch of these.
Yeah, we gave
I have-
one, but the rest were, yeah.
Ah, thank you, sir.
I'll read them to you if everyone wants to see them, but I
I have no idea whether they are pertinent or not. I just couldn't read them. No physical features of land uses within 200 feet of the side boundary. No water, no fire hydrants. Office will be a single-story building. No building permit for the office shall be issued. It all looks straightforward to me.
Jeff, did you have a question?
Just for my information, under the current hours of operation, on average, how many tons per week does the facility process?
Joe could tell you better, but the permit's pretty clear.
Yeah, I have a copy of the permit in front of me, and I'm just would like to ask, can you characterize the current average tons per week under the current hours of operation?
The current tonnage right now is around 120 tons a week. Yep.
Any other questions? Comments? Yes, Myra.
Would you like me to make the comment from?
This is the time if you want to make something.
Yes, I do. The zoning board met, and when we met, we would like to inform Attorney Hanna that during the time we met, there was no other special exception that was needed, but we did make some recommendations for the planning board to follow. And that is, Mr. Anderson made a motion that the ZBA inform the planning board that no new special exception is required, provided that all construction and activities are confined to the original 6.23 acres for which a special exception was previously given. Further, the zoning board asked the planning board to require that per New Hampshire Administrative Code 404.05, any waste stockpile be located, sized, and configured as required by our fire chief for the purpose of fire safety, that the fire chief also inspect all construction for any potential safety hazards, and that Virgilio would be required not to exceed the hours of operation that was stipulated in the original special exception. The hours of operation were Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., and no Sunday hours. And Mr. Murray seconded the motion, and it was unanimous vote.
Any other comments, questions? Yes, ma'am. State your name.
Yep, my name is Cara, K-A-R-A Dexter, and I'm here on behalf of Dexpart. We have a business in the industrial park. Their driveway will...
It's hard to hear you, so if you could speak up.
Oh, I can talk very loudly. Do I need to repeat where I'm
Sure.
from? Okay.
Mary, that would be great.
So my name is Cara Dexter, and I'm here on behalf of Dexpart, and we have a business in the industrial park. Rogerio's new driveway would basically be across the street from our driveway. We feel that their new driveway is going to be a huge improvement from the easement driveway, which puts a lot of dirt onto the roadway. So we think that the new driveway is a great idea, and we also don't feel like Rogerio's creates an excessive amount of noise in the industrial park. So we are for this.
Appreciate your comment.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments, concerns? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing. You want to go to the next hearing?
I just assume,
Talk about this one?
yeah,
Okay.
myself. Okay.
Do we have a motion on the floor to get the discussion going? Any comments?
No, I have none.
Well, you need a motion.
We need a motion.
A motion.
Someone's going to offer a motion.
Motion to, have a vote, motion to
Approve.
approve,
The site plan as presented.
as presented.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Discussion. Hearing no discussion, ready for a vote? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You're all set.
Thank you.
The next is a public hearing. Get my glasses on. Requested by Laura Madden,
So, is that ours or yours?
and Joe DiBernardo will be representing Laura.
Thank you.
I have a copy here.
Don't forget your briefcase.
No, I won't.
Okay, so for the record, Joe DiBernardo, land surveyor representing Laura Madden. Laura is proposing to do a boundary line adjustment off of Hayes Road, which is off of Valley Road. What currently she has two separate lots, map 13 lot 3, map 13 lot 3-1. And lot 3 used to be just this little house lot section right here, and 13-1 was the rest of the frontage all up and back of the house. And what she's proposing to do is adjust 13-1, which would kind of shrink it down. It would grab the frontage on the Class 5 on Hayes Road here, kind of fan out, come out to the power line, back parallel to the western boundary, and then back down the Hayes Road. And then the house lot would expand and grab the remainder, including this corridor and this land out in back. After the adjustment, the house lot would be 30.22 acres, and the vacant lot would be 22.71 acres. The vacant lot would have 200.05 feet of frontage on a Class 5, and the house lot, lot 3, would have 323.71 feet of frontage on a Class 5. And there's a sign on Hayes Road that dictates where the Class 6 starts, which is right here. It's in the rural agricultural zoning district, so the minimum lot size is 40,000, and the frontage minimum is 200 feet.
How wide is the corridor to the left side, Joe?
So this is a 100-foot wide corridor, it stands out.
A lot bigger than it looks on the drawing.
Yeah, it's 1 inch equals 200 feet. So that's it in a nutshell. It's pretty straightforward.
So that used to be, that Hayes Road gets rough in the middle there. This is accessible more from Valley Road than from Old Drewsville, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it turns into a class 6.
Yep.
Do you want a bigger map?
Maybe where that curve is down there at the bottom, about there. Oh,
There's actually a sign that's labeled on here, class 6 highway sign.
uh-huh. Okay.
Any other questions? Comments, concerns? Hearing none, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing. Thank you, Joe. Okay, motion to accept the subdivision as presented.
Motion.
It's been moved by Jeff, seconded by Dennis. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
All right.
And then we have a lot line adjustment sponsored by the town of Walpole. Hey, Mike.
So again, for the record, Joe DiBernaro, land surveyor, representing town of Walpole and Fall Mountain School District. This parcel is a parking lot for the recreation and soccer field just south of Hubbard's office building. It's on Main Street. To the north here is Hubbard's corporate office, main office. And then this area here, like I said, is the parking lot. So what they're doing, this was encompassed, there used to be an easement, or there is an easement, that described this whole area for the town to use over the school district for parking and access to the rec department. What the town's proposing to do is to buy essentially that easement and annex it to the existing pool rec area. The parcel that they're buying is 1.46 acres. It has the conforming frontage, even though it's going to be annexed. It's in the residential B zone, so it's 150 minimum feet of frontage. So, it has that exactly. And so the 1.46 is going to be annexed to the 3.9 existing rec lot to make a 5.36 acre lot. And then there's a little inset down here. It kind of shows the school property, what's being removed from it and added to the rec property. And Peggy said that all 5 towns voted unanimously to sell the lot to the town. So during the vote. So.
That was by warrant in March, and a vote was held that the Fall Mountain School District could sell this land to the town of Walpole for $1, and that we would bear the expense of the survey, recording, and all the rest.
Any comments, questions? Hearing none, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing. Thank you. Have a motion to approve the lot line adjustment.
Motion to approve the lot line adjustment as presented.
Moved by Dennis, seconded by Steve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
It takes time.
Well, it took about 2 years.
Yeah, but it did.
See you next week.
Okay, other new business.
Yeah, I have one new business. That's the application for fees. Millstone Associates is also proposing a boundary line adjustment. So this is on Maplewood Drive off of Main Street, just north of Burdick's warehouse or factory.
Oh, in North Walpole? No?
No, from Main Street, just right across from the Walpole Path.
Oh.
This is the access to the Dulles Walpole. And then Burdick's has their manufacturing plant right here, used to be R.N. Johnson. So Wellstone owns quite a bit here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots. And what they're proposing to do is they currently have 3 lots here, really tiny, small lots, 100 feet of frontage, really small. So what they're proposing to do is they have 14.1, 14.2, and 14.3. Those are the tax map numbers. They're going to do away with 14.2, take half of it, annex it to 14.3, take the other half, annex it to 14.1. So 14.1 would expand to a whopping 0.55 acres, and 14.3 would expand to 0.39 acres. And it's going to give them the conforming frontage for the district. That's a Res B district as well, with 150 feet of frontage. So that's going to give the new 14.3 exactly 150 feet, the new 14.1 170.2 feet.
Are all wooded lots in between there, Joe?
What's that?
Are they wooded lots between this?
Is it wooded? It's all this. There used to be a bunch of trailers here,
Yeah.
and he's removed all but one.
Okay.
So this is kind of a yard type thing.
Yeah.
And there's actually the old driveway for that, where that trailer
Yeah.
was.
Where's the daycare? Is that?
This is the daycare.
That's the daycare.
That's what I thought, okay. Okay,
So that's it.
all set to have a public hearing next month? Dennis and Jeff moved and
Yes.
seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, see you next month.
All right, thank you.
Yep. The couple other things, the transportation and implementation of part of our master plan. You want some extra time to look at it and discuss it, or?
I've been assuming we'd have a workshop and discuss it in the workshop, is that?
We can if you want to have a
I would
workshop.
like that as well.
Yeah.
Because last time we decided we didn't want to get together.
Oh. Perhaps I changed my mind.
That's fine with me. I would prefer that we all discuss it. I would thinking, I have a, I would prefer that, but we probably have to figure something out with, Lisa might not be comfortable coming up,
Uh-huh,
which we have to respect, and we can
Sure.
zoom her in.
yeah.
Okay.
I think we could put the tables together, that would give us 6 feet from one side to the other, make it such a way.
We can figure that out.
But I haven't read the whole thing because I didn't know we were doing it.
That's fine, that's fine. I think if people prefer a workshop thing, I think that would be better. You know, just like that, it's not discussion.
Quite a nice document, I mean,
Yeah.
I read through a good bit of it.
No, it's good, she's done a lot of good work, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I will relay that and we'll schedule something for the 4th Tuesday.
Fourth Tuesday.
Yeah.
And in terms of where to meet, which has been brought up about spacing and all, this won't be available, is that right?
I don't know, we'll find out.
Yeah,
Is there any reason we couldn't do it outside?
There's no reason why we couldn't maybe,
Which might make Lisa more comfortable in doing it.
depending on the day, if it's nice weather, it'd be beautiful out there.
Maybe we
I
can-
think it's a little dark. In the gazebo with lights.
There we go.
I understand Sarah Downing can arrange for lights to be put on in the gazebo. And I mean, if it's not cold,
Yeah, that'd be great, I agree with you.
we could do that as a possibility. Or we could somehow work, with any space and windows open or something.
What I'll do is, Mary Lou will get a hold of Sarah, we'll work out the logistics and we'll tell you about
Okay.
what's best, what's available in the town.
did you have a suggestion, Mary Lou?
Yeah, I did. When the zoning board did it, what we did was, with Sarah, we had 2 practice sections. And then our meeting, it went like clockwork. It really.
Really Zoom?
In Zoom, yeah. We needed one person to be the one who would.
Hosts.
Who what?
I think if we're comfortable in a gathering like this, I think it would be more effective.
Well, I wouldn't mind getting started with Zoom, to tell you the truth, because we're going to have to do it eventually, aren't we?
No,
Depends. It depends on
We might.
what the directives are and where it's gonna go.
We can't do it outside in the winter.
But,
We might be okay. in the
get
middle.
I mean, there's no reason we can't meet on these conditions the way they are now.
Right.
This meets all the requirements from CDC and everybody else.
Right.
So I think it's a good idea that if we can meet face to face in a safe environment,
I agree.
then we should continue to do that.
Right. Okay, we'll set something up for Tuesday. Okay, and the other administrative stuff we have to deal with is, as we have 2 openings, regular elected members or openings. And having just gone through the appointment of people to fill them, and basically what it is we can appoint someone to fill an elected member to the next municipal election. So, so in other words, we have one, Jim, who is running with me and is up for re-election in 2021. So that would be whatever. And I'm not sure when Jeff White's term ends, but the person filling his slot would have to run for re-election in 2021 to fill the remaining either 1 or 2 years, and then have to run again
Okay,
to fill the regular
Got it.
slot. So you get into the regular rotation. But
It's
this,
still to the end of the term.
no,
No.
to the next municipal election. And then then you get elected to fill that term. And I don't know whether it would be another year or 2.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
so then we'd have 3 people running for election the next time we have an election.
There would be 1, 2 people running.
I mean, there would be 3 positions open.
Right, two for a 3-year term,
Mhm.
and 1 for whatever, like, whether it's a 1 or 2.
Whatever
I think it's a
remains.
1 year.
Okay.
Okay, and both our alternate members have expressed interest of becoming, full-time
Thank you.
members of the board. And so, do I have a motion to, and I don't think we can do it,
Because there's not a quorum.
because Jason's not here.
Oh, because we don't have 4.
I don't think they can, well, I guess they're, so anyways, it doesn't change
We're
anything.
still alternates.
You're still all,
We have
We have
4.
4 right here.
We have
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a quorum.
That's a quorum.
I think we need 5.
No, 4.
Oh,
4, because the board is 7.
Almost certainly 4.
4.
It'll be a lot easier, okay,
So let me ask you this, Jeff.
yeah.
Will you be able to just appoint the alternates to fill ours? Our positions, if we become permanent members,
Yeah,
then how do you get new alternates?
appointment.
Appointment, okay.
We need someone to volunteer to do that.
And,
How do you get it out there that we need them?
and it depends, yeah, that's something we'll have to look at. As, we have an opportunity to appoint up to 5 alternates, which I think is a little excessive, but we have that.
We've never had 5 alternates.
Right,
But obviously 2 is a good idea.
2 is a good idea.
Mhm.
I had one person talk to me about it, Jared Walters. Do you know him?
Jared Walters. Yeah, he's got Tip Top.
Yeah.
Now I know who he is, yeah.
Tip Top Landscape?
Yep,
Aaron or Jared?
Jared.
Jared, J-E-R-O-D.
Okay, so,
Isn't he too young and good looking for this board? No, I'm sorry.
we let you on.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Good looking.
Tell you what.
That's interesting. He's attended some of the meetings and expressed an interest in the process.
That's great, fabulous,
He was active with the Walker property
great.
issue. So, does someone want to move a motion to accept 1 for Jim and 1 for Jeff? Go ahead, Dennis.
I make a motion to accept Joey for Jim's and Jeff for Jeff's. Jeff Colley and Jeff White.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So when the minutes get published, then I would take the minutes and you're gonna have to get sworn in, I would imagine.
Yeah,
And
yep.
that would be Sandy?
Sandy.
We always have to have Jeffs on the, we have to have a certain number of Jeffs on
That's
the.
I know,
Now, I would like to say that it would be nice to have another woman on the planning board.
that'd be good.
So it would be good if we could put it out there. I mean, I'm happy that Jared has expressed an interest, but I think it would be nice to have another female on board. It would balance it out. wouldn't it?
I would
Yeah,
agree.
there would be
No problem at all.
Is there a way for us to put it on the Walpole or something, that we're looking for volunteers to be alternates?
You can put it in the Clarion, and it'll be
Or
out
Clarion.
in 2 weeks.
I think the deadline's passed, isn't it?
Well, it's usually
well,
around the
20th.
20th,
so that'll be October, right?
be September.
If you can get it in
Okay.
the Walpole at any time. and
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
immediate.
but the Clarion's around the 20th of every month is the cutoff date.
Okay.
Who seconded that motion? Oh,
Steve.
Steve.
Thank you, Mary Lou.
Yeah.
So we're all set, motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.